All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into the pretty murky world of wellness supplements.
It can be a tricky space to navigate.
It really can. We have some fascinating sources on a product called Vittaburn, and we're going to try and figure out if it's a miracle cure or, well, if it's just really good at hiding the paperwork.
A very common question.
Right. So the mission here is to pull out key information about consumer transparency, labeling, that sort of thing, all without providing medical advice, of course.
And I have to jump in right there with the official disclaimer. This is educational commentary only.
Yes.
We are analyzing marketing claims and data patterns from the source material, not offering any kind of health guidance. That's always a conversation for you and your healthcare provider.
Absolutely. So let's start with the pitch. Vittburn kicks off with what seems like a perfect presentation.
The branding is very polished.
Super polished. The language sounds scientific, and it promises that trifecta, speeding up metabolism, burning fat faster, reducing cravings.
The big three.
Exactly. It just perfectly captures that natural and effortless vibe that so many people are looking for.
But that's where the polished story starts to... Well, it starts to get interesting when analysts actually checked on the vendor's reliability.
Okay, so a transparency check.
Right. And the monitoring tools, they gave the domain a very low trust score. And what's fascinating here is why.
What did they find?
We're talking about things like hidden ownership details, a brand new domain, and almost no established online footprint whatsoever.
So let's ground that for a second. For someone listening, what does hidden ownership actually mean in practice?
It means traceability just stops. It's a dead end.
There's no paper trail.
None. It's like a shop that just appeared overnight. If
Yeah.
the product fails to show up or there's some other issue, the analysis suggests this lack of transparency often points to, let's say, less stable business operations.
Making it almost impossible to track down any accountability.
Precise.
And it sounds like the consumer experience backs up those red flags almost immediately. The moment you click buy.
The whole narrative seems to change. It really does.
So what are the reviews saying?
Well, they highlight pretty consistent problems after the purchase. Slow deliveries, or sometimes deliveries that just never arrive at all.
Wow.
And people describe trying to contact customer service as like calling a number that doesn't even exist. There's a huge disconnect between that polished marketing and the frustrating logistics that follow.
But I have to ask, isn't some level of aggressive, hype-based marketing almost necessary to launch a product in such a crowded space? How do we differentiate that from actual obfuscation?
That is the critical distinction, And I think the best way to do that is to connect this to the broader scientific landscape.
Okay.
Organizations like the Mayo Clinic consistently caution that when you see a product sold exclusively online with this level of hype, it's rarely supported by strong, verified clinical evidence.
And for Vittburn specifically, the source material noted a clear lack of public data, right?
A complete lack. There were no published studies, no fully verified ingredient breakdown, and zero transparent manufacturing info that was readily available.
Which is strange because you'd think an established company would make that proof their primary selling point.
You'd think so. And this raises an important question about potential health implications, which we have to approach very carefully.
Right.
Official health warnings about this whole category of unverified supplements suggest that similar products often contain poorly studied ingredients
Or stimulants.
or potent stimulant blends that could interact with existing medications you might be taking or may cause unexpected side effects.
And just to be clear, we're not making specific claims about this product, but official sources have issued these general cautions for the entire category.
That's right. The sources we reviewed did note some reports suggesting potential links between unverified supplements and things like liver issues. So the advice from experts is to just be cautious.
So the core takeaway for you, the listener, seems to be what?
The data suggests this product falls firmly into a high marketing polish, but low evidence and low traceability category.
So when you're considering supplements with that combination of high hype and, low anchoring in science, you should probably manage your expectations.
I think that's fair to say.
Maybe treat the purchase as a small gamble, not a guaranteed solution.
Exactly.
So the question we want to leave you with is this. Given the concerns about traceability and the lack of clinical anchoring, what information would a company need to publish for you to feel truly informed and confident? And as always, remember, your medical professional is the recommended first step before trying any new supplement.